live, active myself at South Money at. Yeah, so lads, this weekend.
Straight away, City, Arsenal.
What do you think of the game?
Deadliest game ever.
It was a game of chess, innit?
See me, I don't like watching City play. You know. As good as they are, I didn't even used to like watching Barca play under Pep. As good as they are, it's boring football, bro. It's just all it is.
I think Arsenal made it that type of game.
I think it was a good game plan from Arsenal. I feel like at the first half, they were able to get at City. Obviously, they didn't capitalise, but what they didn't do is go behind. I feel like the second half is what happens when City play the majority of teams. They find a way to just they hold possession and try and find a way to penetrate teams the slow way. They don't rush. City never really rush. Yeah, and what you see is Arsenal, for me, in that second half, just hold the position, and on the counter they look more frightening than City did when they were trying to force themselves to force their way through.
I don't think, looking at Arsenal and how they've been playing, I think that was a very poor game, me personally, because I didn't see them really getting at City.
The part of the bus.
No, check it. No, do you know what? Yeah, check it. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. See now, if Arsenal went there, and tried to fully go at City, and then ended up getting.
But I thought that's where they're at.
Business end of the season. Someone needs to take the game to win the league. More time.
What a point's a good result.
A result for Arsenal, because again, it's
if United's in that
not
position.
with Liverpool in the mix.
No, but if United's in that position and they take a point, you're happy with that.
It is, and at the Etihad as well. And you have to remember, Arsenal, don't really win at the. When's the last time they got a point at the Etihad?
The man know, Arsenal, out of the top 3 teams, Arsenal are the only ones that have beat another top 3 team in it. So like Liverpool have drew with City twice. City have drew with Arsenal once and then lost one. Liverpool have lost one and drew one. Arsenal are the only ones that have picked up points. But yet they're still not at the top. So them kind of games, bro, they've already shown they can win and they need to win. You get me?
You see, this is where I said to you, when we first started this, I feel like Liverpool have got points to drop. I feel like out of the 2 teams, I don't feel like they're the strongest. Even though they're at the top now, I just feel like they will drop points. But when I
thought that would have happened by now, though.
No, but it's still tight. But when I'm looking at it, and I said to you, I feel like out of the 3, Arsenal are the closest to compete with City, and I feel like they're not too far off from where City are. That's what we kind of seen yesterday. Now, for me, nobody expected Arsenal to go there and outplay City. Everybody was saying that Arsenal were more or less going to likely lose to City due to the fact that history.
You think they outplayed them?
No, what I said is nobody expected them to go there and outplay City.
I didn't expect them to pass.
Yeah, but the reality is the Arsenal's results at City have been that they've lost the games. Even last season, they lost the game in itself. Now, today, I just feel like when I watched that game yesterday, I was watching Arsenal and I felt like City were more frightened of Arsenal when they were going forward.
You know what I think? I think it's a bit of both. I think you man are right, they did part the bus, and you're also right in it. Right? But I just think like it ain't a bad point for them. No. And I also think they know how City play. So I was watching City, they tried to overload on the flanks, innit? And get that cross into the box. Yeah, but Arsenal was onto that. If you watch City didn't play well either. They're just trying to whip it in the box.
Arsenal are basically a 2.0. Yeah, they just played this.
But we played like that at the Etihad and won a game, innit?
We've done that before.
I just feel like
So I just think that Arsenal didn't create enough chances for that to happen. But I feel like the likes of Odegaard and that, they were doing more defensive work than attacking.
On the ball.
Yeah, so they did. I think they
exerted all the energy trying to stop City that they didn't have it to do anything.
You know what it is? I just feel like City were there for the taking more than Arsenal with the injuries that they had as well.
It was that point you've just made there. Yeah. I feel that happens to a certain United player, but we won't get into that. We just keep it moving. But I swear down, I feel like.
But yeah, I just feel like it was a fight. It was like 2 boxers that didn't want to.
We weren't the best game, was it? Let's be honest.
Nah, but like you said, I just think it was a chess match and they both cancelled each other.
You needed to be watching Fabio Wardley and Fraser Clark, mate. You gotta go for it.
No.
Business end. You gotta go for it, bro.
But that's why the man ain't world class, is it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's not world class?
Them two fighters.
Wardley.
We're going off subject, but I just think you get a game like Aston Villa United, it would
Be like the boxing match you're saying, but if you get a world class game, it's not going to be like that, innit?
It was tactical, really was. And I feel like Pep was more frustrated than Arteta was.
Yeah, he was.
I feel like Pep
He's going mad at Grealish.
yeah, Grealish is having a bad season and it's just not looking good for him. When Pep's going
I think
like
that was
that,
harsh, though. I think that was harsh.
yeah, but I just feel
I didn't
like
see it, to be fair.
no, I just you know what it is I just feel like
Pep does that though.
Yeah,
He actually does that. Like
he knows what to do, man.
Pep does that.
yeah.
He's done that before.
Oh yeah. How do you think about who would you say was man of the match yesterday then?
Saliba.
I think I'll give it Gabriel, me, you know.
Gabriel was getting Haaland's head.
Can I say something? Yesterday, prime example of why man should stop this or this. If Saka was there, he'll do this and that.
I was going to say we're going to address the elephant in the room.
Foden was Maka, Saka was Maka, Haaland was Maka, all of the attacking players were Maka, mate. Maka.
That's what happens when you cancel. But to be quite honest, as you're saying now, I'm like, yeah, but I feel like Saka was given a job first, and I feel like him and Odegaard were told.
You see that stat though?
So
Nah, Saka was poor yesterday.
You see that stat?
He was
You see that stat?
I can't defend that.
that's
like that in the game.
basically
The last
that's
2 big games within the last 5 games that he's been poor.
Yeah.
There we go. So this is why and I'm not even holding him to that. Like to me, you're allowed to have off games.
Well, you
This
gotta-
is what
you judge
comes.
world-class
But
players
when man keep
on
coming with
big
this,
games.
it matters in the big games. This player don't turn up. Then obviously now I'm gonna start looking at him and say, well, what about this guy?
How many other big games has he turned up this season then?
I don't know, but
Don't
Marcus
know.
Rashford's
Don't
got
know.
No, this is my point.
Bro.
Because you said there's been a few big games
What?
where
Which ones?
Saka was turned
Which
up.
ones?
Well, in the City game that they played at home, he had a role in that. He was quite frightening in that. He turned up against us, didn't he not? You get me?
Alright,
In the
that
Liverpool
is a big
game, he
game.
turned up
Check
as well.
check
I'm just gonna say in the Liverpool game he turned up as well. There's a few
No,
games where
no,
you
I
see
know,
Bukayo
and I
Saka
get
do his
it.
thing.
This is why I'm saying I'm not personally on him, but what I
Right.
will say is Marcus Rashford's got 36 goals against the top six teams. So he turns up in big games. This is what my problem is. Like we've got to be consistent with it. If man are gonna say, "Oh, I'm judging players on big games,"
Is it that he turns up in big games, or is it that he manages to get a goal in big games?
That's turning up.
Turning up. Especially when you're
Is that not
scoring
turning
winning.
up?
So
Especially
I
when you're
get a
scoring
goal in
winning
the
goals.
first
and
minute, yeah, right, and I don't do nothing else for the rest of the game. Is that me turning up?
That's not what's happening.
What? Well, no, I'm asking the
That's
question.
not what's been happening.
How? No, because that's
He's
what's
scoring
happening.
winners, isn't it?
I'm telling you now, as a United fan,
Liverpool,
that is what's happening with
Liverpool,
Marcus
scored winners
Rashford.
against Liverpool,
Yeah, but
Arsenal,
I'm not
City.
saying
We know,
everyone.
we know
No, but-
Rashford.
no,
We know Rashford, yeah.
Why every week we're talking
But
about
Rashford,
Every
yo,
week?
listen.
I didn't even want to talk about Rashford. I didn't even bring it up. I didn't even bring it up.
I'm just making a point as if to say this whole judging, all this with
gotta be-
players
it's gotta be
of
consistent
of
with that.
big
Right
games.
now,
Come on, bro,
I'm
it's
gonna
a
end
bit
it
silly.
right now. Rashford's not in this argument.
No, we don't need to
right now.
Rashford into this. But when you see what happens is when you put a player on a pedestal, yeah, and you big up that player so much, they're going to be there to be critiqued, and that's just what it is.
Right.
So in a big game, you know, 0 dribbles, 0 take-ons, 0 shots, 0 everything.
Poor.
I'm gonna highlight
It was
it.
poor yesterday. But what's your point? Has he been poor
That's
this
my
season?
point.
Has he been poor this season?
No, but that's my point. And then when you can be poor on the day, he was poor on the day.
Why are we critiquing Saka? Why?
I'm not critiquing him as such, but I'm saying in that game yesterday,
I'm just
he
using
was
an
poor.
example, just making an
And I'm going to
example.
highlight that
Making a
because
point.
man, I put him on this pedestal so much that when it comes to a game like that, I'm going to player cam him.
What pedestal?
Just like man player cam other players.
What pedestal?
pedestal?
The pedestal of he's constantly getting talked about in our group chat.
Yeah, because
Constantly.
moving.
So when you do that, it's the same with Kane. How man got at Kane this season? Kane's got 35 goals in 37 games, and man a bit on his case still.
Why?
So go on, what's the difference?
Because buying it doing the 12 and
That's the only difference.
Why?
But I said, good enough,
No, but no,
so I'm going to critique him same way.
sweet, I hear ya.
You know what I mean?
But do you know what? Do you know what? Like, Saka's been in form, and Foden's been in form. Yeah.
Foden was quiet. I didn't say that. Foden was quiet. I didn't say that.
Quiet, innit? Kevin De Bruyne was quiet.
Bees, today in the group chat you said when Kyle come with the Bayern thing,
Yeah.
you said, just like I said, Liverpool in the league. When did you say that?
I've been saying that in our group chat.
I never remember. I was like, when Bees said this?
Yeah. I think Liverpool are going to win the league.
Yeah, but Kyle was quiet. Arsenal were quiet.
The defenders were the best
Defensively was
players.
solid.
You know what it is? Maybe for me, it's just I'm not used to seeing that from Arsenal, innit? And it shocked me how they went there and sat part of the bus. I expected them, City and Arsenal, to go toe to toe in it.
But you know, this is my point.
But I'm a neutral, so I'm gonna.
This was my point before when I was saying everyone expected Arsenal to go get wiped or beat by City. And what they've done is they've done what we say champions do. Champions find a way.
They're not champions though.
But to be honest, I genuinely
Champions find a way to get to.
Because everyone says Arsenal only do one thing.
check this, yeah. Come the end of the season, if Liverpool go and win it now, yeah, and they just don't lose another game now, don't draw or nothing, just get the wins, yeah. Is that still a good point, or is that a case of a bad 2 points lost?
2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. Now I've got to move up in a. Not you're coming in the middle today, mate. I ain't even moving.
You're on the bench.
On the bench, mate.
Come out the bench. Come out the middle of the seat that gets you the most.
That's a fight, mate. That's a fight, mate.
To Robert's point, yeah. I don't know, innit? We'll have to see, innit?
Because I think it's a bad 2 points lost, innit? Not to say that you should just go and beat City, but what I'm saying is, watching City yesterday,
could have done well.
they were there for the taking because they didn't play good.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
No,
And the injuries that they've got.
Arsenal been solid in the big games. They've been solid all season. I don't mind taking Arsenal for the old Arsenal. It's not the old Arsenal anymore. They've not Haaland's not registered a shot in 3 games. 3 games against them this season. They are solid. Saliba and Gabriel.
Saliba and Gabriel know what to do again. But City don't even know how to use him, bro. And we'll go on to that in the next segment when we talk about Haaland.
50-50.
City do not know how to use that brother, bro. I'm telling you this right now. Yeah, I don't care how many goals he scored. I've been watching this guy for years, mate. They do not know how to use him,
something though, because
possibly
because when Pep signed Ibrahimovic, it was the same problem.
Exactly. Right. I said this to kids before. He can't play with strikers, bro. He can't play with real strikers.
We'll probably get on that in the Haaland segment.
No, but a few weeks ago we said this is not the same Haaland. Remember? We didn't say that.
No, but do you know why man are moving the goalposts? Because I'm not saying that Haaland's changed this season. I'm saying City still can't play. That means they weren't playing with him last season.
You've had your honeymoon period. Now get used to our style. So I remember that scene. I think City done that. City done everything playing towards his thing now. But I think City, in a way, like
I don't think of City. They play towards Haaland.
Now last season they were. I think he was just the final guy. But now when they want you to do more, it's different. Remember last season, what I was saying?
He said
I think City.
You know what it is as well? It is with Pep. I don't think Pep ever plays the same like 2 seasons in a row.
Do you know one thing though? Yeah, just to touch on a point for you, before we end up running out of time. You know, like you said, Arsenal done what winners do. It goes on to the next thing. Liverpool are doing what winners do.
Yeah, not playing well, but winning.
Not playing well and winning. Your boys going on sick. McAllister.
Liverpool beat Arsenal. Liverpool beat City this season.
Liverpool haven't won against a big the top 3, and neither is City.
Only Arsenal beat City, innit?
Yeah.
And they're on the run. And they're on the run. And they're on the run. Towards the latter. No, but check it. Towards the latter stage of the season, yeah, it's always the team that has had the most consistent run that always ends up winning the league or picked to win the league. Right about now, it is Arsenal, and everyone's still kind of saying we're not too sure. But I'm like, it's. I said it a couple of weeks ago. It's not the same.
Do you know what? Do you know where I beg to differ? Go on. Arsenal have had 2 or 3 times this season where they've been top and they're not top now, so they clearly can't be having the best run. It might look great.
And the 2 points
You know what I mean?
Liverpool.
Yes.
1. I don't think it's a big thing.
I think yesterday, I think
2 points.
I think in how Arsenal lost it not in how they lost it, last year was bad how they lost it, but I think in terms of the animal City are, if Arsenal would have went there yesterday, maybe gone finger for them, might have lost the game. Now City kick into momentum.
Well, I thought they were ready to go top 4. This is what I'm saying.
The question
I feel like they're ready to go top 4.
The question is Manchester City out of the title race now?
No.
Nah, I don't think they are.
Man City out of the title race. Nah.
Out of the title race.
Yeah.
No, maybe we can carry this on in the next segment.
Yeah.